What's up? Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is Keith with Profit Lifter. Today, we are going to be talking about the essential business tools that every startup should have. And of course, we're going to lean heavily into Profit Lifter, but I'm going to show you some of the other things that you need and help you strategize the best plan and the best path to be able to reduce how much money you're spending on different software platforms. Make sure that you have everything that you need and to be able to get your business up and going and have everything. Bill, hello, my friend. Glad to see you on here today. You are a rock star. Thanks for hanging out with me. So we're gonna hop in. We're gonna be breaking down your ecosystem, your tech stack. We're gonna be talking about all the different things that you can do and how to minimize your costs so that you can get the biggest bang for your buck as you get your business up and rolling. So let's talk about the essential business software tools for startups. You have got to have software. You're not going to be able to start your business, run your business, get leads, generate revenue, do all of this fun stuff without having software there to be able to handle it. If you're doing it with pad and paper, you're doing it wrong. I mean, we're even past the age of the internet. We are nosediving into the age of AI. And if you're not on board with this, and if you don't have these tools, you're going to be spending a lot of unnecessary time and losing money and missing opportunities. And that's what we want to do. Just make sure that you are properly set up, properly established, have everything you need at your fingertips so that you can rock and roll and get things taken care of. And if you have any questions or thoughts or ideas or just want to say hi to me, throw it in the chat. It lets the algorithm know that people are here and that you guys like me. Yeah, we'll get rock and roll in here. All right. So the first tool that you are going to need. Oh man, this is blocking all my stuff. I'm going to hold on just a second here. The first thing that you are going to need is going to be Man, I started clicking buttons and things just went haywire on me. Sorry about that. I was trying to make it easier to see the screen, and yeah, I messed up my stuff. Let's hop back in. First thing you're going to need is a CRM, or a CRM is abbreviation for a customer relationship management software. CRM, that is what your Profit Lifter account is. That is what rocks what it does. The purpose of your CRM, it has multiple purposes. The first one's going to be manage leads. And it's going to help you track your follow-ups, have your list, know exactly who's there, what they're there for, and be able to keep track of all of your client conversations. This is your business will revolve around your CRM. The website's amazing. That's like your storefront. That's where people walk in and see you. That's where that fits. The CRM is like your own personal little office space, though, where you and your team can collaborate. You can keep track. You can keep records on it. Some of the features that you want to look for, make sure it's look for ease of use. Automation is essential. If your CRM is not, if you're not automating your processes, automating your sales, your marketing, everything that you're doing, you're just really spending a lot of time on things that you shouldn't be. Like there's automation for it, and you can automate everything. And then the other thing you want to look for is scalability. Make sure that your CRM has the ability to grow with you. It's not going to do you any good. And I've seen this before many times, especially like with smaller businesses who are getting up and going. They may look at something like a MailChimp and be like, I'm just going to have all my emails running out of here. That's good, but it's not going to do everything that you need. Like doing something is always better than doing nothing. But a full-blown CRM that you can track all of your clients, watch everything, this is where your business is going to take off. This is where you're going to get organized. And my top recommendation for a CRM, my only recommendation is Profit Lifter, of course, because one, we pre-build it for you, meaning you don't have to spend hours trying to figure out how you want to automate it. We've got pre-built systems in there, pre-built snap-ons. It is AI powered, meaning you've got AI, you've got an AI employee in there, you've got AI calls, all sorts of fun stuff. Sales pipeline, automated processes, email capabilities, and so much more, which we'll dive into a little bit more as we're going through this. But you've got to have a CRM. Now, normally with Profit Lifter, our CRM starts at $97. If you look at other CRMs, like let's say you're looking at Infusionsoft or HubSpot or some of these other ones, you're going to easily be paying $200-$300 a month just for one user. Remember, Profit Lifter unlimited users, unlimited contacts, all just $97. Why? Because I want to make sure you as a startup have everything you need to grow and scale your business. All right, second tool that you're going to need is going to be your website and funnel builder. This is going to be essential because the way that websites work and funnels work, you have to have some sort of builder. The builder is going to include having a server, having the software, the platform, everything on it that's going to give you that ability to build. There's a lot of different options when you get into website building. Some of the options, the first option, the best option, the cleanest option, if you're a startup, is just hosting it inside of your Profit Lifter account. It's a great way to get up and get going, and make it really easy to edit your website, do everything you need right there. But as you grow, you may find that the builder inside of your CRM isn't quite enough and you want to expand. That's where it starts getting into different platforms such as WordPress, as Joomla, all these different platforms. You can do just custom HTML coding, which basically means it's just a server. They just put all the HTML code on there. That is a nightmare to update. But while you're getting started, if you're a startup, you want to make sure that you've got everything. You want to make this as easy as possible, streamlined as possible, so that you're not having to manage multiple software platforms. Now, if you were to ask me, Keith, how does the Profit Lifter website builder compare to the other ones out there? I will be very honest with you. If you're looking at like a Wix site, you're looking at what's one of the other ones? Square. You're looking at like a GoDaddy builder site. The website builder that's built inside of your Profit Lifter account is going to be comparable, if not exponentially better than those. But where it starts to where you're going to start to notice a difference in the functionality of the website is when you start getting into like a full-blown WordPress website. And the reason is, like a WordPress website, you can get in there, you can write your own code, you can implement like a bunch of different things. It's just it is 100% fully only a website builder when you're working on WordPress. So, but there's definitely a distinction there as you start growing. But like our site, profitlifter.com, we use the builder that's built inside of the CRM. Like, I love it. It's easy to use. It's visual. You don't get into coding. But while you're getting started, you are going to need a website builder of some sort. And this is going to be your online presence. Like, now in the 2000s, your website is more important than your actual physical location. Why? Because more people will see your website than they will ever see your store. And so you just have to think of your website like your storefront. This is like your digital storefront where people come to find you, get to know who you are, what you do. The goal of your website, though, should be lead capture. Convert visitors to prospects, capture their information, get them into your CRM, start your automations, start emailing, start working on all that. And you want to make sure that it's mobile responsive, that if people are looking from their cell phone, that it looks great on all devices, whether it's a cell phone, whether it's a tablet, whatever it is. Now, if you need a website, we've got several options. We've got a 3-page website, a 7-page website, which is our launch. We've got our growth site, which is an 11-page website, which comes with 3 sales funnels. And then we've got our scale website, which is the growth website. Plus, we set up your AI employee, get you lead ready, all sorts of fun stuff. Lots of great tools, make it super easy for you. And we do all the work, so you don't have to do any of it. Next, now that you've captured lead, what are you going to do with them? Like, having leads is great, but now you've got to figure out, like, what's the next step? This is going to get into your email marketing and automation. The goal is to capture and collect email subscribers. And then from there, you want to be able to segment them. And we talked about segmenting, I think last week or maybe the week before, where basically you're keeping track of your list. No, last week we did A/B split testing. I think it was week 4. But sorry, so basically you're segmenting your list, going through, figuring out and keeping track of where your leads are, who your hottest leads are, who your clients are, who your top profitable clients are, and segmenting them so that you can watch their behaviors. And honestly, like, you want to treat your top clients, your top leads, the people who are engaging with you the most, you want to treat them a little bit extra special, because those are the ones who are spending the money with you. And then on top of that, you need to automate. If you're not automating all the stuff that you're doing, like, you're just going to spend a massive amount of time writing emails, sending emails, and sending emails just kind of one-off, throwing them out there. It's just not worth it. Like, you've got to automate. You automate and dominate. But your email marketing platform should be automated to send targeted messages automatically. Now, when we're talking about email automation, it's not just the email. Like, I just lump it under email because I get tired of writing email and SMS. Having text message capability is just critical now. If you're not texting your clients, you're not texting your leads, they're missing your emails. I mean, let's face it, we're entrepreneurs. We'll go and sign up for any lead magnet that looks like it's going to help us in a journey. So our inboxes just become flooded with all these different companies. If you have the ability to text them and automate messages through text messages, have your AI engage with them, it's going to change the way that it's going to change everything that you're doing and put you in a much cleaner, much easier spot to engage with them. And then on top of that, you need to be able to analyze, meaning that sending emails is great, but knowing what's happening with those emails as they're being delivered, what the response looks like, that's going to help you make informed decisions to craft better content, to write better emails, to work smarter, not harder. So with that, you want to make sure that your software is going to be able to analyze so that you're getting the most out of it all through one platform. And remember, ProfitLifter includes pre-built campaigns, AI written emails, and behavior-based sequences just based off of how they're interacting with you. So make sure that you have your email marketing and automation tools to be able to automate your leads, your prospects, your sales, everything. It's going to be critical. Next, scheduling and appointments. Scheduling and appointment software, I think, is going to be incredibly important for most businesses. Now, if you're an e-commerce shop, obviously this isn't going to have as much of an impact for you. But being able to schedule your appointment, have people schedule appointments with you, it's going to save you so much time in your lead process and your sales process. Basically, how this flow is going to look is clients going to book a service with you. They're going to be able to look at your calendar, figure out what times you have available, what times they have available, schedule it right there on your website, on your landing page. From there, now you're going to get notifications. These are going to be automatic reminders for the people who are showing up and for you, so that way you don't miss appointments, your leads aren't missing appointments. And ultimately, what you're doing is you're sending out emails, text messages, all of that, so that your leads show up to their appointments. Because if they're not showing up, it's not going to do anything. With your scheduling an appointment, you want to make sure that you have calendar syncing. With your calendar sync, what this is going to do, it's going to make sure that it's going to help make sure that you're not double booking yourself, that you're not getting people in, or that you're not scheduling 2-3 appointments at the same time, so that you can show up, you can be there, you can be engaged. And then lastly, it should follow up, trigger next steps automatically, send out emails, and really move them along in your customer journey. Because if you're not taking them along on a customer journey, then you don't have a plan for them, and you want to have a plan. So scheduling an appointment software is critical. I'm going to lead into my number one recommendation, ProfitLifter. It's directly integrated with your CRM, automated, and works directly with all your workflows, meaning however you need to use your calendar. If it's a new sale, if it's a client engagement, if it's a follow-up, you can build automations off all of your calendars, making it so that everything is in one cohesive environment. and does everything that you need to do. Next, invoice and payment processing. We all want to make money, and this is how you're going to make money. Now, when you're getting started, there's going to be two different sides of your payment processing and invoicing. A lot of the companies out there, they're called merchant accounts, merchant companies. These are going to be companies that will actually facilitate the transfer of the money. And this can include Stripe. It can be just one from your bank. It can be Wave. QuickBooks has options. Any merchant account that has like NMI or has authorized.net, these are going to be valid options for you. And the reason is because if we look over here under the Get Paid Faster, these are going to be you can set this up to send out invoices, collect payments, put them on recurring payments, however you need to do it. If you want to do a one-off payment, you need to have the ability to collect money as fast and easy from your clients as possible. And again, Profit Lifter covers all this, but I want you to understand, like, this is a critical piece. But there's going to be two separate softwares that you're going to have to manage. You're going to have your payment settings inside your Profit Lifter account, but then you're also going to have your actual merchant account. Excuse me. And this could be Stripe, Wave, QuickBooks, your bank, whatever merchant account you're using. You just want to make sure that you have them, that you've got your merchant account and you have your payment. You have your what's it actually called? I can't, like, I'm having a brain lapse here. I can't even think of the name right now. Sorry. But basically, you want to make sure that you have your platform that you're able to collect the payments from, as well as having your actual merchant account. And then from there, you tie the two together so that when the clients go to your website, they're able to make payments right there. Or if you're using invoicing software, that you can tie it in right there, that they can pay your invoice right through there. If you just have a merchant account, it's going to become a very manual process where you'll have to have the client on the phone. You'll have to take their phone, their card number, all that stuff. And then it gets into, that card didn't work. Like, if they get turned down, it gets really awkward really fast. Giving your leads and clients the ability to pay online is going to reduce friction. But not only that, like, how many times have you gone online and paid something at like 3 a.m. because you were just up or working, because we're entrepreneurs, we're obsessed with working, but you do it late at night? It's the same thing with your clients. They want that flexibility and the ability to get out there and actually make payments when they want to make payments and buy when they want to buy. And not only that, but if you're doing this, it means your system can be working for you 24/7 to collect payments, to onboard clients and move things around. Next is going to be project management, team collaboration. This is actually a spot that I should have added another one. So I'm just going to throw it in for good measure. And this is when I say project management, the reason that I went there, because this is what we use. We use ClickUp. I love ClickUp. Those of you guys who hang out with me on these lives, you've seen me use ClickUp before for like the whiteboard features. But ClickUp is my favorite project management tool. And I don't have an affiliate link, nothing like that. This is just something that I love. One of the easiest ones to use. Keep your team keep your team there. But the other side, when you're looking at software, you're also going to have to determine, like, for me, project management software is my fulfillment tool. For you, your like actual fulfillment tool may be different. Like, I know there are some industries, like I owned a credit repair company in the past, and we had specific software for the credit repair process. I've been in mortgages. We had specific software for the mortgages. So you will have specific software for your product. And you want to make sure that you're including this in here. Now, if you don't know how to get them all to talk, if you look in our past videos on our YouTube channel, we actually have a video that talks about integrating all of your that walks you through all the different ways, using webhooks, using Zapier's APIs to be able to connect all of your different software platforms with your CRM. But you want to make sure that whatever software that you're using, that it has that webhook capacity, that API capacity to be able to connect everything together and make sure that it's working. And with this, whatever you're using, you want to make sure that you've got the ability to have task assignments, that you can see what members on your team are doing what, progress tracking, monitor completion status, identify bottlenecks, communication for your different projects, for your tasks, for your clients, and then file sharing if you need that to be able to keep your documents organized and accessible. Again, you can build out some levels of task management inside of your Profit Lifter account. It's limited. Like we outgrew it very quickly, and that's why we ended up over at ClickUp, because we needed something that just specialized in this process. But as you're looking at your tech stack, your digital ecosystem, you want to be thinking, you need to figure out like what is my product delivery software that I need to have that will connect with my CRM, that will help me communicate with my leads, my clients, and make sure that everything's moving that way. So make sure you've got your software and that software. Next, lead generation advertising. You are not going to be able to sell people if you have no people to sell. You need to be thinking top of mind. How am I going to generate leads? How am I going to advertise? This is going to require third-party software tools. Now, there are multiple ways that you can go through this. One, you can just go, hey, I'm just gonna use the Facebook, the Meta app, and Google, and I'm going to manage all these different platforms. You absolutely can do that. There's no reason that you can't, but there are better ways. So when you're looking at lead generation and advertising tools, this may include like targeted campaigns to be able to reach your clients. You want to make sure that you can target the people that are going to buy from you. Next, you want to be thinking about performance tracking. Measure your ad performance so that you can optimize for better results. If you want to get real fancy with it, you need to make sure you got AI-powered creation, generate effective ad copy, and create assets quickly, and then lead capture integration. And this is something that I see with a lot of new businesses. Like they'll get out there, they're like, I'm going to run ads. And they automatically think that, okay, I'm running an ad, it's going to load into my CRM. No, you have to program it. You have to tell it how to take that client and add them into your CRM so that you can automate the follow-up, you can automate your sales process and work on it. Now, my recommendation for this is the Profit Lifter AI ad platform. With our AI ad platform, we went out, found a software that will combine a bunch of different platforms all in one, making it super easy to manage. You can manage multiple campaigns through Facebook, Meta, so Facebook and Instagram, Google, Bing, Snapchat, LinkedIn, TikTok. I mean, there's all sorts. Well, we'll see if TikTok's around after April 5th. But you've got all these different platforms that you're able to get out there and start leveraging inside of one, and it's located right inside of your Profit Lifter account, so it's nice and easy for you to be able to get in there, see exactly how it's working, and it's integrated. Like it automatically will integrate. You can integrate it directly with your CRM so that it just smooths out the process. So be thinking top of mind. How am I going to generate leads? What's my strategy? You can have organic strategies. They work okay. The more I say this, the less effective it becomes. Why? Because all these platforms want to monetize us. That's what they do. That's how they stay in business. So our strategies have to adapt and change. But you need to be thinking about, how am I going to generate leads? How am I going to be advertising? What am I going to be doing with that? All right, next one is going to be branding and content creation tools. This actually has nothing to do with Profit Lifter, but it is still critical to running your small business. Branding and content creation tools. This is going to be like your images. This is going to be, I love Canva. I've used Adobe. I love Adobe. But Canva is easier if you're not super tech savvy. Adobe gets really deep, really fast. If you're familiar with it, if you've used it, you know how to use it. It's an amazing tool. Adobe is more powerful and will give you more options than Canva, but it's harder to use. Canva is super easy to use. Just it makes it so that you can just hop in there. There's a bunch of pre-built designs if you need them. So you're not starting from scratch, but you're going to use these in just about everything. Your website design, social media posts, flyers, business cards, postcards, just about anything that you're going to do marketing and advertising wise, you're going to need something to be able to create. You're going to need something to be able to create your images, to create the graphics that you're using. Like I will tell you that, like, our graphic designers, we run them through the mill. Like they are constantly building new designs, new things, because graphics are critical to selling. So you got to make sure that you have some sort of branding and content creation in there, or you're going to be missing a lot of what you're doing and what's going on with that. Next up, AI productivity tools. You have got to have AI. This is no longer becoming an option. AI productivity is going to just change your life. Let me give you an example. This live stream that I'm doing right now, we're going to be the wizard. I'm just going to pull back the curtain here. Check this out. So when I say I'm using AI tools, this is Gamma. I'm just going to throw it in here for you guys. That way, if this is something that you want to look into, this has become one of my new favorite AI tools. I'm really digging this tool. It's called Gamma. Basically, like, what I do, I'm just going to show you. So here's my AI stack. I use ChatGPT. I have the paid version because we need it for what we do. I have a project called the PPT, the PowerPoint Creator, and so, like, all I do is I'll go through and map out what I'm looking for. Tell them, like, give it instructions. It will pull together all the content, everything that you need. From there, I'm able to paste it right inside of Gamma, and then it will automatically produce all of your presentations. So if you're one of those people who are constantly going live, and you need PowerPoints, or you're doing webinars, you've got a presentation, Gamma's like $20 a month. But these AI productivity tools, they're small in cost, but they can just transform how fast you're able to do this. So I told you I'd share the behind the curtain. I put this presentation together in like 10 minutes. And all of it, like the content, and like, obviously, like, I was able to go, hey, look, here's what we want to talk about. Here's different areas, so that, like, I was able to direct the AI, but then just throwing it into Gamma made it where I was able to set up and have everything ready for this live stream in, like, literally 10 minutes. AI will reduce your need for hiring people, will reduce your costs. If I can spend $20 and not have to have a full-time VA just creating, or even my graphic designer going in and designing graphics for me, I'm going to. Now, when you're looking at AI productivity tools, content is number one. Like, you've got to have a content creator. You can put together website content, email content, PowerPoint, like everything that you need to write content for in a matter of minutes. And, like, I map out all of our SOPs, everything with ChatGPT, and create all of the documentation that my team needs right there inside of it. And then export it out into our ClickUp system so that we all have access to it. But with your AI, you do want to look at content generation. If you're not ready to hire an image and graphic designer, you can get AI images. I don't love AI images. I'm picky. Like, I'm very picky about how graphics come out, what they look like. So you want to be careful. You want to be careful with this to make sure that you're getting good quality. But if you're not ready to hire a full-time graphic person, using AI for your graphics is a great way to do it. Having AI there to answer phone calls, to answer text messages, to help streamline your sales. Like, you could be saving yourself content generation 4 to 8 hours a week. content generation from instantly cold email campaigns. Oh, that's a great question. Let me hop into that here in just a second for you, Nasira. I've got some insight for you on that. But like with AI, having the content can save you a full day of work. Customer support, 10 hours. That's another full day of work. Process automation, 10 to 15 hours a week. That's 2 days worth of, that's almost 2 days worth of work. With AI, you can literally double your productivity without having to do much. Nasira asked this question. It's a great question. Would like to answer this. What about integrating opportunities from instantly cold email campaigns? Instantly email campaigns, I'm not going to pull it up and show you on this one, but I will tell you that the way that you want to automate opportunities from any cold, whether it's instantly or whatever platform you're using, any cold email campaign, keep your initial prospecting email campaigns on that platform. So like what we do is we leave instantly in there. Or we run all of our outreach emails through instantly because it's going through like a Google account. We use Gmail, so it's using the Gmail account to send it out. But when they click and when they engage, at that point, what we've done is we actually set up a webhook that will send that contact into our Profit Lifter account. So that way, the only people who are in our Profit Lifter account are our respawns, people who are responding to us, and then people who are actually taking action on the website. And we do this for two reasons. One, we're able to pull them out of that cold outreach email campaign. So they're no longer, that person's no longer getting the cold emails because we've got them in. They should be getting our inbox sequence and start getting automations from there. But the other side is that it pulls them out, but then it also puts it into the CRM. But it keeps our list clean. So instead of having like 100,000 different lists and names and all these people in our CRM, we're keeping our CRM tight with the people who are actually opting in. And this is going to be critical for keeping your email health locked in as well. But integrating your opportunities from instantly, that is exactly how you do it. You go into your automation section, set it up so that when they respond, that if they respond, then you send it to a webhook, connect instantly with your Profit Lifter account under Zapier. The connection point is called Lead Connector, and it will take it all from there and make it work and do everything that you need to do from there for it. All right. Last tool that we're going to be looking at, our last couple things we're going to be looking at here. Next, you need file store. Oh, sorry, you're looking at my ugly mug, not the screen. You're going to need file storage and documentation tools. This is going to include cloud storage. This is going to be able to keep all your business files secure and accessible from anywhere. I love Google Drive for this. If you're using Microsoft, if you're using Dropbox, any of those are going to work out great. They're going to be fine. There's not going to be much that you're going to need for that. But this is going to be a point for keeping everything organized, making sure that it's all working, it's all up and going, and that everything is functioning the way that it should. And then some of the other things that you want to look at, you want to make sure that you've got some sort of Office documentation. Like this could be Microsoft Office, Google Docs, where you've got your docs, you've got your spreadsheets, like basic tools of what you need to run your business. I recommend Gmail. I love Google, and I love it for this. It's easy to use, and I'm familiar with it. Like I know it inside and out, upside down and inside out. So it's one of those tools that I love having because it's super easy to use. Next, you want to look at having digital signing. If you have contracts, if you have things that your clients need to sign with you, the digital signing tool is great. You have this capacity inside of Profit Lifter, but this could also be like PandaDoc, eSign, anything like that is going to give you that ability. Again, it's included in a $97 platform with Profit Lifter. I mean, why would you go out and buy third-party software when you could trigger all your automations right there inside of Profit Lifter? I don't know. but it's your business. If you want to spend extra money on it, you're welcome to. But you got to have digital signing. If you're taking contracts, it's going to be critical for automation, keeping things going. And then lastly, is going to be client delivery, being able to share resources based on the client delivery or the customer journey stage where they're at. Again, using Google Drive, using some sort of using Office, using Dropbox. These are great ways to keep things organized so that your team can have everything in one spot. And it makes it so you don't have to constantly go back and forth on the, hey, do you have this document? Do you have this document? Do you have this one? You can get in there and literally have access. Your team can have access to everything that they need to get moving with that and make it work. All right. So build your dream tech stack. We got tons of tools built into Profit Lifter. So if you don't have a CRM, you don't have a website, you don't have any of that stuff, profitlifter.com, go there, get started. Free 14-day trial when you get started, and we'll help you get everything set up, get everything running for you, and it will cover your e-sign, it will cover your website builder, your blogs, your invoice, like your automations, your emails. What else? Has surveys, you've got quizzes, you've got QR code generator, like just tons of stuff. So instead of having to go through and piece all this together, pick your center hub. And your center hub that you should be picking, because you are a brilliant entrepreneur, is Profit Lifter. So start with that, and then start figuring out all the tools that you need outside of that, whether it's Canva, any of your whatever tools that you need. But the less that you have to use, the more streamlined you are. The more streamlined you are, the more efficient you are, the more money you can make. So save your time. Make sure that you're automating, but start lean and get the most out of everything. One thing that I do see is that as a lot of small businesses get started, they buy into the ads, where people will say, hey, this one thing is going to revolutionize how you blah, 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 blah. And now you have another software cost for something that you're probably not actually using. Make sure that be smart with your money, be smart with your resources, and find the tools that give you the most bang for your buck and streamline your process. And if you guys need help and you need tools for your business, talk to us. We're at profitlifter.com. We are more than happy to walk you through the process, help you figure out what your next steps are, and help you come up with a plan so that you can grow your business. So that's all we got for today, guys. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Make sure you're joining me every Wednesday for these lives. I love hanging out with you and answering your questions. And if you need anything else, drop us a line. Throw it in the comments. We're always watching and more than happy to help.